Welcome everybody to the Light Warrior Collective this Sunday, the 26th of November, 2023. My name is Wouter. I'm your tech host for today. So if you have any technical difficulty, send me a direct message and I'll sort you out as soon as possible. And for today's introduction, we've got our step-in host, Jenny. I'd love to hand it over to you, Jenny.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. For over 3 years, we have been gathering together in this community to raise your vibe and as a place of self-care. As well, we can stay connected, and it truly is a safe place we can call home for this next hour. I have the privilege of introducing someone who's become a dear friend of mine. Vivienne, thank you so much. You are a kind soul I have the privilege to call friend, and you always give from your heart. We are so excited to be here with you, and your magical voice is so well suited for meditation. We are all yours, my dear.
Thank you, and it's lovely to have you introduce me, my dear friend. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to bring you a concept from Buddhist traditional teachings, and it's the path to love using what Buddhism terms as the 4 immeasurables. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information, and then we'll do a mini meditation. We can share if anyone needs to. And so we'll move through the session like that, a little bit of information, mini meditation, until we've covered all 4 of the immeasurables. But what you will find in these 4 practices is deep peace, compassion, and just a sense of love and connectedness, which is really what the Light Warrior Collective is all about. So just get yourself comfortable and relax into this moment. And as I say, I'll just explain a little bit, and then we will do some meditating and go through it like that. So in Buddhism, the 4 immeasurables are also known as the divine abodes, or the highest states of being. And when we connect to these states, we experience that these 4 elements lead us to true love, to that inner place of connectedness. And I'm not an expert on Buddhism, but these just resonated with me and have given me so much pleasure and, as I say, peace. So the first abode or divine state that I'm going to talk about is one you've probably heard about. It's called metta, which is loving kindness. And metta means positive energy and kindness towards others and yourself. And it's the desire for all sentient beings to be happy. But to go in just a little bit deeper, we use metta or loving kindness meditation to cultivate kindness for all beings. There's no exception, including yourself. And very specifically, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your acquaintances, those difficult people in your life. And of course, we also include our animals when we do metta meditation. So the main technique of metta is reciting positive phrases towards yourself and these beings. And it's especially useful when you want to shift negative emotions towards yourself and other people. And it's simple enough to use in the moment when you're feeling uncomfortable, stressed, sad, or out of balance. So the practice of loving kindness is about cultivating love as a strength, as a muscle, and a tool that we can use when life is challenging. And it's especially useful when we have a tendency to see people, including ourselves, as disconnected or isolated. So let's experience it, and then if anyone's got any questions after, we can talk about it a little bit more. But I'm going to invite you in this moment now to get completely comfortable. Put your feet on the ground or lie down. If you're lying down, be comfortable. And simply close your eyes, just connecting to the gentle rhythm of your own breath. And as you do so, bring your awareness to your heart space and gently repeat in your head after me. By the practice of this meditation, I'm becoming calm and relaxed. I am becoming happier and more efficient in all that I do. For both my own sake as well as for others. May all beings have happiness and the true causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the true causes of suffering. May all beings enjoy vibrant good health and abundance. May all beings find their highest purpose and be an inspiration to others. So may all beings have happiness and the true causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the true causes of suffering. May all beings enjoy vibrant good health and abundance. May all beings find their highest purpose and be an inspiration to others. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be liberated. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be liberated. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be liberated. And now, sending out waves of kindness and wishing all beings real happiness. And in turn, allow yourself to also experience this same level of kindness and happiness. And breathe. And simply notice if you feel anything in your body. Where does this resonate in your body? And what emotions are surfacing? And now slowly and gently open your eyes and come back into the space. So at this moment, if anyone would like to add their thoughts or commentary, please feel free to unmute yourself in this moment. Just go ahead. Any questions or just feedback as to where you felt that in your body or what you experienced as you were sending out that loving kindness, which is so important. I'm just replying there in the chat. Metta is spelt like that, Edulka. So if we don't want to comment at this point, let's move on to the second immeasurable. And so we've experienced the first immeasurable, which is love and kindness from the metta. And we'll now move into the second element, which is called karuna, which is compassion or mercy. And that talks to the desire that all beings be free from suffering. And in Buddhism, this compassion is called karuna, and it's highly, highly appreciated because Buddha taught that showing compassion to others is something that all people can do. So even if one found other parts of his teaching to be difficult to follow, Buddhists really believe that they can and should show compassion towards everyone without exception. And the Buddhists are also encouraged to try and think about how they would feel if it was them that was suffering. And this allows them to want to free others from suffering. So it really, really is important. And I kind of agree. We can all show compassion and loving kindness. And it's very, very important. So just close your eyes again, once again, and breathe deeply and evenly, centering yourself very simply like before in the gentle rhythm of your breath, bringing your awareness to your heart space. And after enjoying a state of good feeling from our metta meditation, moving into the second state or immeasurable, that of compassion, send yourself some compassion and love first. And now, as you see and contemplate all those beings who you were sending your kindness and good wishes to in the metta, you can observe that many of them are perhaps not very happy at all. And we notice that we are all going through something at any given time that may be impeding our joy. And so as we notice that like ourselves, others have challenges and difficult times, we're able to breathe and release and send out deep compassion, deep, deep abiding compassion from your heart space. In beautiful waves from your heart, send out unconditional compassion. Sending with it the love and the kindness. And let your spirit be generous in this moment. And we acknowledge that compassion goes beyond wishing everyone happiness, but also wishing them freedom from suffering. That suffering that perhaps is holding them back from experiencing joy. So compassion is very necessary, and it's taking us one step beyond loving kindness. So as you just rest in this awareness, allow compassion to radiate out from you to all those who are in need, and spread the net to include all of humanity, all of planet Earth, and to all sentient beings, including our pets and other animals. And as you breathe and relax, just notice where you are experiencing or feeling this profound compassion in your body. Just notice any feelings that are coming up. And if you're experiencing resistance, just let it go, releasing any judgment or resistance into Mother Earth with love and light. And send out one last big wave of deep, deep compassion to all, acknowledging ourselves as well, and allowing ourselves to be compassionate towards ourselves and what we're going through. And then very gently, when you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and join the room. So at this junction, I'd invite anyone who's had an insight or would like to share their experience so far to feel free to just bring their voice into the room at this moment. Or just rest in this peaceful state. And so from loving kindness, compassion, we can move to element number 3. Yes, Edwilka, I'll put you in the chat. Karuna is the second element, which is compassion. And from compassion, we move to the third element, which is mudita, which means joy. Just gonna So karuna is compassion and mudita is joy. And it's a very specific kind of joy. This is the simply deriving joy or pleasure from the success and happiness of others. And it really is very specific and refers to the kind of pleasure that can be obtained from seeing other people do well. And I think if we can all agree that in today's world, we've been trained and conditioned not to find joy and pleasure in the success of others. The ego and the cutthroat way in which this earth operates on so many levels makes it that I don't think many of us have thought about this. And mudita is commonly explained by comparing it to the joy and satisfaction that a parent gets from watching their child grow and become successful. And so that's the way I connect to this very specific type of joy, mudita. And it's important to remember that it's a kind of pleasure obtained from another's accomplishments without any self-interest at all. So as you breathe, your eyes closed again for this third time, and just feel into this as my words wash over you, and you breathe deeply and evenly. And go within to your heart space and look for the right sensations and thoughts for you to send out in terms of mudita, the joy and pleasure of others' success. So relax and breathe, tapping into your heart space. And so we realize that compassion requires a deep state of awareness. And when you achieve this awareness, it can bring you automatically into mudita, or immeasurable joy. And this feeling arises in our heart when we can observe and acknowledge the unstoppable joy of life in living beings. So as you breathe, you notice that under the surface of suffering, there runs a deep, perhaps even cellular joie de vivre in any living being. So I want you to just notice this and accept it as a possibility. Breathe into this possibility that no matter what, we can find joy somewhere within us to spread. And mudita is a practice we should all be focusing on right now, because it is life force energy itself. And life force energy is that force that sustains health. So just drop into this thought and the associated feelings coming up. There is inherent well-being within all of us. So start by seeing this wellness, this inner light and joy within yourself. And see where in your body do you feel this as you tap into your inherent vitality. And then breathe and release. And now, can you see the same wellness, inner light and inner joy in all beings at any given moment? So not only do we send loving kindness and compassion, we really are looking to find that inner light that does exist in each and every single one of us. And to just tap into that and reflect and mirror that back. We shine our own light so that others feel safe to do the same. And it's not lighting another's candle, but simply acknowledging that there's one already burning. And acknowledging with joy and love. And send out waves of joy from your heart space to all those who have benefited so far from your metta and your karuna meditations. With every exhale, see joy flowing out of your heart. And if you aren't doing so already, smile. And then, when you're ready, simply open your eyes. So not only is practicing mudita beneficial to our individual well-being, but it's really beneficial to the collective well-being, and that energy we're sending out into the quantum field. And love and compassion are essential emotions for a good life of individuals. And if we think about it, it's also indispensable for the smooth working of families, communities, and the world. And joy, even at an ordinary level, is like the vital energy fueling those emotions. And this is why I think it's so important to choose, cultivate, and expand and enjoy joy. So I just noticed on one or two of the faces who I could see while we were doing that, is that you began to smile. You began to really embody those feelings. And I think this process of working through the immeasurables is invaluable in cultivating these feelings for ourselves. So if there's any questions, we can deal with them now, or we can talk at the end. So if you need to, bring your voice to the room now. And if not, we're going to move on to the final divine state or immeasurable. And this is known as upekkha, or equanimity. And what this really means, and it's quite hard to do currently in the world with all the heavy energy that is around, but it means staying balanced and centered, irrespective of life's ups and downs. So it's a term that describes non-attachment, a balanced mind, and true tolerance. And in Buddhism, this is the fourth element of true love, together with the loving kindness, compassion, and joy. And so being in this state of upekkha means inhabiting the mental space of non-self. So that's no ego and non-possessive love. And upeka is a virtue. It means equanimity in the face of the fluctuations of worldly fortune. It's about an evenness of mind, an unshakable freedom of mind, a state of inner poise that cannot be upset by gain or loss, honor and dishonor, praise and blame, pleasure and pain. So it really is that inner centeredness and knowing that is completely free from the human ego. And so if you want to just breathe once again with this in mind, and breathe deeply, and breathe your eyes closed. Notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. And now notice for a fourth time your beautiful heart space. Going within so that you can send out this last divine abode. Upeka is freedom from all points of self-reference. It is indifference to the demands of the ego self with its craving for pleasure and position. So just try and experience this letting go of self now. Really just breathe into your inner world and let go. But remembering that the state of upeka is not indifference to the well-being of one's fellow human beings. So send out kindness, love, compassion, and joy as we've done so previously. Now consciously bring yourself into your center and into your heart space. And from this place, as you breathe, gently notice some aspect of our current world that is difficult or distressing or out of peace and balance. And specifically noticing without allowing yourself to be drawn into it or to become emotional. Practice the centeredness and balance as a neutral observer. And breathe this as upeka now. Breathe in this state. Be at peace. Be centered. Releasing ego and judgment. Breathe and smile. And so from this place of inner balance, for the last time, send love, send unconditional kindness, deep compassion, and unbridled joy to all beings. May all beings have happiness and the true causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the true causes of suffering. May all beings enjoy vibrant good health and abundance. May all beings find their highest purpose and be an inspiration to others. May all beings have happiness in the true causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the true causes of suffering. May all beings enjoy vibrant good health and abundance. And may all beings find their highest purpose and be an inspiration to others. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings enjoy success. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be liberated. May all beings have abiding love and joy. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings enjoy success. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be liberated. May all beings have abiding love and joy. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings enjoy success. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be liberated. May all beings have abiding love and joy. And breathing deeply into your heart space, deeply acknowledging your light within, accepting your oneness with all that is, accepting your communion with this community, appreciating with love the connectedness and energy sharing, appreciating respect, and enjoying connection. Thank you. So be it, and so it is. And slowly and gently, when you feel complete, bring yourself back into the space. Coming back now. So these are the 4 elements of Buddhist immeasurables and are seen as different features or aspects of universal true love and universal kindness. And I just want to appreciate you all because you've benefited yourself, you've gifted your light to this collective and to the world, and you found a space in where you have embodied true love and oneness. So thank you. And just to close off with the words of Buddha, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Namaste.